Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. Today we will be covering one of the top mix sets I've created for the new anti-arch tempered Kirin. And now I have to say this makes the fight ridiculously easy. Now I am going to run through the gear and explain some of the selection later. But before we begin, I will say that this is a very late game build that will require a lot of end game dual socketing. Now for the weapon we have the Tereth Blitz Bomber augmented with an attack and health regen. Because this is a sticky ammo build, we won't be worried about the affinity. Next we have the Cold Helm Beta, Xeno Chest Alpha, Cool Gloves Beta, Xeno Waist and Boots Beta, as well as an Unscathed 2 Charm. Now for obvious reasons I am going to recommend a Thunderproof and Temporal Mantle. Now, after dual socketing, the skills that we will have are the Spare Shot from the Xeno 3-piece set, Thunder Resistance 3 for the extra 20 Thunder and 10 Defense, Blight Resistance 3. This is huge if you don't want Kirin's Lightning to become a consistent problem with the Blight. Next we have Ammo Up to increase our Sticky 3 to a magazine size of 2. Power Prolonger 3 just comes with the set, just ignore. Peak Performance 3. Now this skill is actually very important because 20 attack value is excellent, so we need to stay at full health. Next we have Artillery 3. This skill is perfect for us. We are adding 30% damage to our sticky ammo, which makes a massive impact. But next we have Agitator 2. This really is just here to give us another 8 attack when Kirin becomes enraged. So a little extra damage. But finally we have Flinch Free. This skill won't benefit us, but I figured I'd just add it with the rest of the skills. Let's go ahead and take a look at the jewels we've socketed. Alright, so we have a Challenger and Thunder Resist jewel in the helm, a Thunder Resist jewel in the chest, Release and Thunder Resist jewel in the gloves, Flawless and Artillery in the waist, and 2 more Artillery jewels in the legs. But let's go ahead and take on an Arch-Tempered Kirin. Alright, now I have edited the fight a little bit. Really, the fight hasn't started yet, but for time purposes, I just edited out the beginning. I started with an attack up large and ate a max potion just to put us up to max health. The fight has not yet started, so rest assured, you didn't miss anything here. Now, the reason we chose the Tereth Blitz Bomber is not only because it's cluster-oriented, but that plus 20 base armor does put us at 521 armor before any food bonuses, which is huge considering how hard Arch-Tempered Kirin hits. Not to mention, bowguns allow us to keep a nice safe distance from Kirin. Now, you're not really seeing that here because we're kind of in close quarters, but it also allows us to maintain pressure on damage. Speaking of that damage, clusters, you can put them anywhere on Kirin. And if you've tried any other builds, I'm sure you've noticed it does actually matter where you land your hits. And when enraged, some of those hits are completely negated. With cluster, it's flat damage. Kirin won't be able to negate it regardless of where you place the shots, regardless if she's enraged or not. Also, as you can see, you'll get quite a few knockdowns too. This is also a good time to drop those Wyvern Fires when she is knocked down. Again, as long as you're not placing down all 3 at once, you should be good. Because you don't want to waste those extra explosions. But given that, this makes Cluster extremely versatile against the Arch-Tempered Kirin. Not to mention, having the 32 Thunder element before food buffs, plus ranged weapons do take less elemental damage. This gives us a significantly higher chance of not getting one-shot by Kirin. Now, with that Blight resistance, we also don't have to worry about the Thunder Blight, which, again, you'll see later in the video. I take 2 lightning bolts to the face and still don't die. Yes, I take 2 lightning bolts, and I'm still alive. That won't happen until later. I'll point it out when it does happen. Let's see. Let's just come back up here. As you can see, we drop this, and we'll just pump a couple of these shots in. But we can place those cluster shots on the legs, on the back, you'll still get damage. Another thing I neglected to mention, I highly recommend to eat for Bombardier as a food bonus. It requires 4 yellow food skills. I can't remember exactly. I think it's 4, yeah. But honestly, this really just makes the fight extremely easy. This is actually, I chose to record. This is my 4th go at it, and I've only died once, and I'm getting about solid 10-minute clear times using this build. And usually you only have to go back once to restock, and I do that when she's limping away to go back to her base. Now here you can see she's going up here way too early. Actually, you know what? I'm not sure if Kirin is a he or she. Kirin might be a he now that I think about it. Anyways. So the majority of the fight now is just going to be spent up here. Oh, with the temporal mantle, I want to show you a nifty little trick here. Let's see when it happens in the recording. Makes great use of the... Here you go. Can place down those bombs. And you don't have to worry about... There we go. Perfect time to take advantage of the forced roll out of that. See? Kirin just punches me in the face, and because I have that 521 armor, and yes, I ate for attack up large. I didn't eat for defense up or for any of those other food buff skills or elemental up. So now I did drink a mega demon drug and a mega armor skin. I also forgot to mention that, I'm sorry. But look at all these knockdowns. This fight just becomes ridiculously easy. Let's back up. Get off some explosions just for fun here. Since Kirin wasn't really supposed to come up here this early. But as you can see, we can maintain a nice little distance. We just got off 5 clusters from spare shot. I don't know if you noticed that. Oh, part's broken. Meaning an arch-tempered Kirin is almost dead. Oop, missed that shot. Down again with a knockout. Let's place some more bombs just to be that guy. Oops, was a little too close to that one. And down again. See, cluster just makes this fight easier than it really should be. I mean, it turns, if you're having problems fighting, again, this isn't a speed clear time, but it's super efficient. It makes the fight 10 times easier if you have had problems taking Kirin down in the past. Again, it's almost, I don't want to say a no-brainer, but it's a great way to farm for the materials if you did want to do. See, there you go. Now, yes, I was wearing a thunderproof mantle, but I just took 2 lightning bolts to the face and had to use my first potion. And knocked down again. The amount of knockdowns that you'll get with this is insane. I'm a little disappointed here because I used all my barrel bombs. Just kind of toying around. Because Kirin's about to limp away. And I'm not going to go back for more materials since Kirin is literally almost dead. So we're just gonna pop a couple of these off. And down again. And a knockdown on top of the knockdown. Just take some normal shots off here. And done. Time on that, 9 minutes 49 seconds. Easy clear time. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Also, if you would like to see particular weapon around specific content or a particular build, feel free to leave a request in the comments below. And as always, happy hunting!